I'm 25 and I just finished my first year of college online, and I kind of want to delve into that, but then a deeper message about why college may not be for you, but education most certainly is for everyone. To be clear, I'm 25. I've been living on my own since I was about 21. For the first 3 years, I tried to go to college about twice, and at first it was just too much classes all at once at a community college. The second time, I was unsure about what I wanted to pursue, and this makes number three, technically, of me pursuing college. When I was in high school, we had things called dual enrolled classes. And now there was AP classes which were more like rigorous courses that may or may not have transferred into college, and then we also had dual enrollment, which was like all your gen eds from the closest technical community college that we had, and we could take those classes in high school. That was the extent of my college experience, and I didn't go right after high school because I was adamant about not going to college, and I just didn't like the structured environment of school. And I was a creative, so that's kind of the pipeline that we follow, is thinking that we'll figure out a different way. And it's not necessarily that it's impossible. There's several examples of people who are creatives and found a way out that way, but there's far more examples of people who were creatives and thought they would figure it out and didn't. So it's not that it's a failure, it's a lesson, and it depends on how your mindset is framed, how you respond to not making it as creative. I think the thing that we had, or specifically me, that I had to learn to drop and no longer carry into adulthood is a binary mindset, meaning it's either X or it's Y. It's either black or it's white. It's either red or it's blue. It's not like that in real life. STEM isn't for math people. It isn't for analytical, logical people. It's no such thing. There are people who lean more into different people who have strengths and weaknesses, period. But most of the time, the weaknesses can be strengthened by repetition. So that binary mindset just kept me from going to college. At 25, I just completed my first full year at an online university, and I can tell you that I'm not only proud of myself. I've had some setbacks along the way. I've not accomplished and finished some classes within the time frame, but it taught me a lot about myself, my resolve. It taught me a lot about how much a person really can get done even with a full-time job. And I'm not here to tell you that it's easy. I don't think that it's for quote unquote everybody. I don't think so. And that's why that takes me into my segue topic, that college may not be for you, but education certainly is. There are, especially in IT, in many different fields, a lot of certifications you can get through community colleges and or just online programs. A very popular one right now is the Google IT certificate that people advertise to get their first IT jobs, or obviously the CompTIA A+, if you're familiar with that, or a slew of different certificates that you can get from community colleges that are basically associate level, but they give you a career, and that is a great starting point, a great trampoline into making more money. In a lot of cases, you don't have to get your bachelor's degree. If you have some type of certificate, associate's degree, you can go work, get the experience, and then likely the career that you have, the job that you have, will pay for you to go back to school. So there's a lot of fulfillment in still indulging in learning new things, learning new skills. There's just so many different avenues you can go, and you don't have to get a 4-year degree. We have to lose that mindset. Yeah, there are barriers. I can post some jobs. I can make a video one day about the amount of jobs that say you have to have a degree. And I can also make a video about the amount of anecdotes, yes, but people who say they've gotten jobs with certifications and or associate's degree. So I just kind of wanted to click back in and let people know that after a year of going to college, it requires some consistency. It requires some hard work. It requires staying up later at night sometimes, not hanging out when you really want to go out, and not being around your friends when you want to be around your friends. Not that I have very many up here. It shows you about how much time you really have in a day, and that if you don't like what you do, or maybe you're just trying to transition to something else, you have to bring something to the table. And what better way to do that than having the foundational skills of the thing that you're interested in? Because I'll tell you right now, these jobs are not wanting to train people. They don't want to train anyone. You have to have at least have some background, some foundation. And one of the best for sure ways to get that is to get that associate's degree. Go take those classes. You got time on the weekend. If you got to do it remote, you have time. Like, trust me. If you got to do it 2 classes at a time, what I'm telling y'all is, I don't care how you do it. Go get those certifications. Go get that associate's degree. Go get something that says I can do something skilled. I'm going to be knowledgeable in something. If your job is offering some sort of training or tuition reimbursement, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. So I say all this as just a friendly reminder that education is for everybody. I wouldn't get up here and say this if I hadn't already done it. Like I said, I've been a year in college and I'm still going strong. And it's not easy. There are plenty of days that I want to give up, but do something. Start somewhere. And I'll leave you with this quote that I had to read every morning for my first term in college. Arthur Ashe. And I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Maybe it's Ash, but no. The quote goes, start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. There is always something you could be doing, even if it's 18 minutes a day. Start studying that thing that you want to learn, because they're not going to give it to you. You can apply as much time as you want. You're not going to get it, okay? But they have to be able to work with you. Prove yourself. And the only way to prove yourself is to show that you have some foundational level of information and understanding. And the best way to do that is to start with those courses online. Carve out an hour of your day every day and a couple more hours on the weekend and get the shit done. Love you. Hope you take care of yourself and take my advice. Education is for everybody. College may not be, but education is.